Also, more flashbacks. Most of the people in this show just staying around thinking about stuff that's already happened. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back with another episode of Gundam Seed Destiny. We just got done with a rather confusing clip show interspersed with about, I don't know, a couple of minutes worth of new material that only left us confused, questioning what, I don't know. It's going to be in our next note section, the episode after this one, where we have notes about what we've seen and how it applies to three characters?
2, 3, 4 characters.
Ray, Talia, Durandal, you mean Rao? Yeah, Rao. Yeah, I don't know.
And probably more. Hibiki, his mother,
Well, the problem is we don't even know if Hibiki is alive. Also, Hibiki is their last name, so... Well, there's two Hibikis. Yeah.
The Hibikis, yeah.
We don't even know if they're alive. Like, it goes into questions we had earlier on in the season, like, Kira's adopted mother shows up. What happened to his dad? We've seen him in the first season, not here now, just gone.
Handing Cagali over to them, I think. No, it was Kagali's adoptive father going like, oh, they finally met.
I'm talking about Kira's adopted mother.
Yeah, but the Lion of Orb was meeting with Kira's parents.
I'm talking about this season, not last season. You're talking about last season. I'm talking about this season when Kira's mom shows up at their place at Orb, and that's it.
Taking care of the kids, helping to take care of the kids.
Right, but the dad's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah,
I think there's an element at play that we couldn't pay some of the voice actors. They didn't show up for season 2. Well, like, where's Sai? Not for nothing, but Sai stuck around getting cucked. So, it's like, why would he stop the fight now? I guess anyone who... I don't know. I don't know what Sai's life was like. Because everybody else kind of stuck around close by in Orb where they were living, so that when the Archangel launches, they're kind of like there. You know, like the mechanics were just like still working mechanic jobs nearby. But I don't know what Sai's life would be like where he would go off and do a thing.
I mean, he had to be somebody of importance, or his family, because Flay's family was, were politicians, so they were in arranged marriage, so maybe he went back to his family. It's like, oh, we got money, we don't care.
See, I don't remember Sai's last name to even guess anything. Sai Siren? Like, I don't know. Shows up later, Yuna gets killed, and like, yeah, Yuna's dead, no, and then who's gonna take her place after? Sai, what?
It was me, bitch, all along. Yeah, it was me, bitch, all along.
Although I doubt that. I know it's joking about the whole case, but there's also the element that Flay's dad was a member of Blue Cosmos, so I kept guessing that Flay's parents were going to be way more important to Blue Cosmos. That's why I thought they were trying to evacuate her from Josh A, and nothing ever came to that. And then Azrael goes, Alistair, how do I know that name? And he doesn't remember, so apparently not important at all. So, I don't know. I just don't think that if Sai was actually somebody important in Orb, or his family was somebody important in Orb, that the guy who hated coordinators would have tried to marry his daughter off to somebody associated with coordinators. Also, that doesn't make much sense at all, really.
I don't think Sai was a coordinator, though.
No, he's not a coordinator, but if his family, it comes from politicians in a country that's pro-coordinator. Because Orb is somewhat pro-coordinator, and that it's coordinators living together with naturals. Why would he try to marry his daughter off to a family that is in with coordinators, essentially, if he is himself from a line of people? I mean, if they're all anti-coordinator, they're all Blue Cosmos. Like, Flay says she's not, but she's really towing the line on coordinator hate up until she starts sleeping with one.
Like, oh, He really got coordinated. And I guess he was going to be in. I mean, they could keep appearances, right? Publicly, you're not supposed to be.
That's a hard line to toe on keeping appearance. I guess it's like if you marry a woman and you're gay because of appearances. I guess
Political alliances, money. Maybe they're part of the industry in Orban. They have a lot of money, and that's what they wanted the money for, something like that.
I don't know. Once you introduce the concept of logos and who's part of what industry, because it just kind of denotes the fact that the whole military-industrial complex is racist. I mean, you'd have to say that they're racist because Logos created Blue Cosmos, according to them. So, literally, the military-industrial complex created racism.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to see if this is a palate cleanser.
Well, it has to be. Well, technically, last episode was the palate cleanser, because the last episode really had nothing new in it to speak of. Or the bit that was new was not enough to have flavor. I don't know how to describe this in the palate cleanser thing.
It wasn't. It was like, it's one of those mints they give you in restaurants, but it's stale.
You know what it was? No, it's not. It's not the mint they give you, because the mint is actually a flavor. What it is, it's like the picture of the Burger King burger that they're trying to sell you, which, by the way, is never going to taste like what you want it to taste like, because that's going to be full of like motor oil and like glue and shit. Because it's not.
Yeah.
But it makes you hungry, right? We looked at a bunch of stuff. It's like, oh, I wonder what this means. That's the mouth-watering sensation of looking at an image of food crafted to make you.
You're like, oh, okay.
Well, no, maybe that's you. Unfortunately, I'm one of those guys. It's like, ooh, the cheese off the wrapper. I'm none of those people.
Okay.
I love me some real post-processed foods.
I mean, I do eat them, but it's like if you compare it to the picture, like, oh, that's a picture. You go like, oh well. Shit.
Yeah, super fluffy bun with all the sesame seeds buns on it versus this bun I think they pulled out of the washing machine because it's all
soggy.
I don't know, soggy. It's just, it looks like they mashed it up a bit and it's like nowhere near the puff of like a kind of
broken.
I'm trying to think of a brioche bun. I can't remember the name of it. It starts with a B.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's about time for us to hop on into it.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
In case you forgot.
Yeah. Last episode had so little that they're recapping this episode.
Well, there was a speech that I was so pissed about that my last comment refers to. That you would blame Kigali for this. And I did. That's what I was talking about, that line. I'm pretty sure we saw Magi on the Archangel. Not sure how the fuck he gets there, though. It's also not for nothing, but he gets nowhere close to ramming the Minerva.
No, I knew I think he knew he was not going to make it.
Well, I mean, the entire point is to show the world the resolve. His point. I mean, again, I think Baba had a different point in mind.
Well, we'll see what happens now.
I said not a lot to talk about this opening, even though we do have to talk over it because we have a whole episode of discussion points of things that didn't happen.
This particular song doesn't do anything for me, but I've been listening to a lot of the music from Destiny and Seed Destiny, and I do like it.
Ironically, YouTube, I've been having a song from Across Frontier going through my head. The Who You Gonna Kiss one, which is the opening of that. So
yeah,
I don't know
like
why.
that song as well.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good
well, I
song.
mean, it's not particularly like one of my favorite Macross songs either. I think maybe it's just
but
like
it's-
earworm where they just sticks with you.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
But
man, I had a thought a
this-
second ago. Then we started talking about the openings. I can't think of anything but the openings. Oh, no, I mean, what is the point of having Kigali in her underwear in her Admiral's uniform in the opening? I mean, granted, these are openings where there's like a bunch of naked people for no reason either, but
yeah.
well, how is
think
Kigali
it's-
served by this?
Not her in particular. I think it's more serving Athram fucks, I guess. I don't know. They're in that level
but
of
actually,
relationship.
literally, we know he doesn't because of the mirror bedroom thing.
深刻な損傷はありません。ですが下記と船体にはかなりのダメージを負いました。
これ直せってのは無理だよ。フリーダムだってやったの。はあ、さすがのフェイスもあれには勝てないか。
モビルスーツもセイバー、ウォーリアーが大破。ファントムが中
Heavily
途
damaged.
厳しい
destroyed.
状況です。
ジブラルタルまでもうあとわずかだというのに。またここで
That
修
was
理と
that
補
was
充が
Luna
つくの
Maria.
は辛いけど仕方ないわね。毎度毎度後味の悪い
Okay, does that mean that they're gonna end up?
敗退したわけでもないのに。
Sheen's gonna end up in jail, I
対
guess.
空対戦警戒は厳
For
重
what?
あとお願いね。
For what they're supposed to be doing in this episode. You know, letting go, leaving.
Well, you can't
what's
refer
her
to
name?
Shin being in jail for a thing he
ここ
hasn't
までの
done
罪は
yet.
自分が負う。すでにない命と思うなら。
Wow.
アークエンジェル
All of
They
them joined.
just fucking got there. I was like, I don't know how they're gonna get there. How did they get there? Did they call them?
最後の言葉でした。
They stay on the ship until it's sunk so that they can pick them up here at the bottom of the sea again? It's the only place we go?
命を失いましたことは誠にお詫びのしようもございません。
We only wish you had gone back home and talked to our superiors.
我らの苦渋もどうかお分かりくださいますのなら、この後は我らもアークエンジェルと共にどうか。
天城一、そんな私の方こそすまぬすまない。
かがり様。
私が愚かだったばかりに非力だったばかりにオーブの
Finally, he's realizing.
心ある者たちを。
かがり様。
私は
And this series really does make it all Kigali's fault.
Yeah.
Because even she's saying if only I had realized, which wouldn't have happened, I have to admit, without Kira kidnapping her.
キラ
泣かないで、かがり。
But not making kidnapping her a good thing either, though.
Yeah.
If she had been back there and had this revelation.
僕たちに分かってるのはこのままじゃダメだっていうことだけです。
Because conceivably, she still could have cried
でも
Yeah.
at the first time Orb was sent out to attack and they lost people, and then been against it there.
ザフトを撃ってもダメだし、地球軍を撃ってもダメだ。そんなことはもう散々やってきたんですから。だから憎しみが止まらない。戦いが終わらない。僕たちも戦い続けるから。
I mean, you are.
本当はダメなのかもしれない。
Literally, hatred doesn't stop because you interfered with a
僕
fight.
たちは多分みんな
That's frustration and
プラン
anger.
トも地球も幸せに暮らせる世界が欲しいだけなんです。だから皆さんもそうだって言うんでしたら
As long as you do have to
皆
fight.
様、あだを打つためとか、ただ戦いたいとか、そのような思いで我らはここに来たのではありません。
Also, like, it's really weird you let all these people on your ship. They literally outnumber you now. If they had been, like, coming here to take the ship,
Yeah.
they could have. Well, except for Kira. Because, you know, no one touches Kira unless he wants to touch him. Like Flay.
だからこそ我らもかがり様とこの船と共にと。
天城。
わかりました。失礼なことを言ってすみません。よろしくお願いします。
いえ、こちらこそ。
Well, thankfully, we already wear the same uniforms. You know, cultural appropriation.
Okay.
Is that the first time on this show?
No.
I don't remember seeing
mean,
nipples on the show
some-
before.
Well,
We've
we
had,
saw
we've had naked
mirrors.
Ken people before.
We sell mirrors. Remember? She was wearing that.
Oh, yeah, that's
transparent-
right.
Yeah, yeah.
We're trying to push the envelope, I guess. Gundam Seed.
どうしたのステラ
Destiny.
大丈夫
I mean, see that the sex scene between,
Yeah, but they didn't show anything. It was just like people moving.
but in the movie they actually did show.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I did.
これ君がくれたやつ覚えてるなステラ
Going full on raccoon.
どいてください
I mean, it doesn't hurt that she's full on guilt tripping him, kind of, too, at the same time.
So she's the flay of the situation, I guess.
No, she's not manipulating him. She's like child intellect here. She's just
Yeah.
repeating back to him. But for him, it's like mental manipulation.
じゃあ結局またシンがやったのか敵艦は
敵艦隊よもうほとんど
あ
なんかす
Only
ごい
the
ら
orc
しい
fights.
この頃ミネルヴァソードシルエットとかガンガン怒鳴ってくるの
Well, yeah, how else would you know what he
完
wants?
璧エースって感じいつもツンケンしてて怖いけどさ戦闘中はもっとすごいって感じメイリンあお姉ちゃん大丈夫
大丈夫じゃないわよあんたはもう人が被弾したっていうのに見舞いにも来ないで
So, Luna Maria is our Slender.
もういいわよ
Episode 2 Slender. This is exactly how he looks reporting to on the bridge.
どうって
セイバーあんなにやられたなんて私知らなかった
No worries. Every time he's lost a Gundam, he's gotten another one real quick.
全然
I bet Durandal's got something called Destroy waiting up his sleeve.
Mhm.
シン
大丈夫
大丈夫よ見事にやられたけど
そう
ねえアスランはどうしてるか知ってる
あいや
Don't know, don't care. That's his attitude.
フリーダムに部屋でドーンと落ち込んでんじゃないの
I mean, probably an element of Atherin's tactic at Gali. He was so angry at Gali, he tried to kill her. You know.
なんであれでフェイスなんだか昔は強かったってやつ
Maybe he had a 4 times Gundam in the past that he sacrificed to make sure everyone survived the end of the war.
Yeah.
Getting really lonely in the pod room.
だが目的は達せられなければならないのだよ
There's no meaning to any of this. It's always the same shots.
遊びでやっているわけではない
Some of them confusing where he got them.
だということを忘れるな
何のために戦うのか
え
そんなことを考え始めたら終わりだな俺たちは
Well, thank God we have mind control technology.
Yeah.
やっぱりどうにもならない
ええもう時間の問題です生きたままで引き渡せればそれに越したことはないのですが無理ならばこれ以上の延命措置はかえって良くないのではと解剖しても
Really pressing that button.
データが取りにくくなるだけですからね
そういうサンプルなら研究所で取ったものがいくらでもあるでしょ
That's fair.
評議会が欲しがっているのはやはり生きたエクステンデッドなのよ措置は今まで通り続けてちょうだいやっぱりできれば生きたまま引き渡したいわ
わかりましたできるだけやってはみますがね
Thus explaining why Shin does what he does.
Yeah. But essentially, Chin is defecting, so
まだ来てたりする
are they
I
going
don't
to treat
think
every
so.
defecting?
It's real
I mean,
hard
he's
to talk
feuding with the
about
enemy.
defecting in Gundam, considering how many times
Yeah.
people do things you'd think would like get them court-martialed for good,
そう
and they just get away with it. Would be a good way to put Shin on an opposite side, though, if he did defect to Earth Alliance, so that he could then go on to fight Kira.
Yeah.
終わるさ。ナチュラルどもが全て滅びれば戦争は終わる。これはそのための戦争
Look, I'm not agreeing with Patrick, but technically right.
世界はやがて認めぬ者同士が際限なく
Also would have been the end of the human race, considering that the coordinators were having like fourth generational kid problems. But the war would still be over if everyone was dead.
だがそれこそが何より本当に難しいのだよ。
Also, more flashbacks. Most of the people of this show just staying around thinking about stuff that's already happened. Which kind of is. And that's when Kira attacked a person for their words.
何ですか？いや。
Nothing. You just tried to kill my wife.
部屋じゃなくてこんなとこで落ち込んでたんですか。のんきなもんですね。ルナが心配してましたよ。どうしてるかって。自分もやられて怪我してるくせに。
No, I think she's trying to attack him with
偉そう
words.
な顔したって何もできなきゃ同じです。なんだと？悪いのは全部地球軍なんだ。あんただってそれと戦うためにザフト軍に戻ってきたんでしょ。だったらもっとしっかりしてくださいよ。
It's fair. I mean, we know where it's coming from, but it's also true. Well, not except for like, he didn't come to specifically fight the Earth Federalists, but it is what he's doing now.
何をしている？なんでもないよ。
Looking up information on the Gaia, apparently.
そうか。
Oh, I mean, that also explains why they had that scene on the next time on of him walking out of the room with the door closing. Because they share a room together. Come on, she suffered enough. Literally, she's the one that Stella choked here before.
Oh, he's gonna steal the Gaia.
Yeah.
So handing him, not only handing them back Stella, but also handing him the Gaia.
Which, I mean, is the best course, because all they do is they get back their other thing. You can't go there with the Impulse. The Impulse is all these remote-controlled parts.
I mean, they use a core fighter.
They give them our core fighter? Wait, they don't core Splendor, you mean?
Have to give
core
you don't have
Splendor,
to
you
give
mean?
him.
There's no core fighter.
No, yeah. You don't have to give him the core Splendor. You just give her Stella, and that's it, and you fly off.
Well, you're not giving them Gaia. I think he's just riding Gaia there. Again, because Impulse is a bunch of remote-controlled bits. Quick, it's a person in a hospital bed. Shoot them. What the fuck are you thinking? I didn't see anything. He might be an extended. I was called him an exceed. I don't remember what show that's from.
お前は戻ってくるんだな。当たり前だ。なら急げ。ゲートは俺が開けてやる。どんな命でも生きられるのなら生きたいだろう。
This all falls apart if it turns out she's like super depressed. Wanted to die the whole time. Again, what did the nurse do? You could have like threatened her and just like tied her up. So rude.
Oh, he is living in the core Splendor.
You mean leaving?
Yeah, he's in.
So he was probably just getting information from the guy about where it comes from, so he knows where to go back to. Why launch the whole Gundam? No, it's not automatic. Luna Marin does it. Maybe that was the whole conversation they just had before.
I guess it's in the contract that he has to do the assembly transformation thing. Also, I guess he does. The core splendor might not be enough to survive whatever they might throw at him. Either way.
Maybe that's the reason that they flash back to Kira saving Lacus from the Archangel before, so we think about this. So, son.
追撃などしなくてもシンは戻ってきます。
どういうことレイ？これもあの人からの指示かしら。
From that person again? So she knows what.
There's so many people that person could be. We Durandal, could literally be Jibril, could be Neo. The fact that we saw that Neo and Jibril have the same communications terminal thing. Just too much interconnectedness on conspiracy.
Yeah.
ステラが待ってる。ポイント S228 へ一人で迎えに来てくれ。繰り返す。ネオへ。ステラが待ってる。ポイント S228 へ一人で迎えに来てくれ。トイソー。今回のことは私の一存です。通常の処分をお願いいたします。シンは彼女を返しに行っただけです。必ず戻ります。
アスラン。
本当にお一人で行かれるんですか？カオスもまだ使えん以上仕方がないさ。罠だとしても何かしてみなきゃ何もわからん。はあとを頼むぞ。
Lots of these ruins.
This is around the Aegean Sea, basically.
Yeah, but I don't actually know how much of these ruins are real. Also, real fast episode. I've actually been mocking it so much, but it didn't feel like it's been this long. Guess we got a little corruption on the file there. I assure you, she will not remember any of this.
Yeah.
I mean, it does seem like Neo cares about her and the other kid.
Yeah.
Not to the degree that he'll do anything about it, though, it feels like. Man, this is so Gundam 00, though.
Yeah.
Just in reverse, actually.
別にそんなのはどうでもいい。でも、さっき言ったことは
分かってるよ。じゃあ。
待って。ステラがくれたんだ。ステラ、これが好きで、だから。
Okay, so maybe you keep it. She gave it to you.
Oh, he's gonna throw that away.
I mean, also, it's gonna be the one thing she's gonna do is forget about you.
Yeah.
How very 8th MS team of the show. Well, since you don't know 00, I had to go with the other reference point.
Yeah. That's it. I remember how the brother of the person I'm talking about reacted to all of that. So yeah.
Well, in 00, it's basically a reverse situation where the commander hands off the girl to the pilot because they're in love, so they're going to go off together. So it's the other way around with 00. Well.
Okay, I guess.
I mean, the Ray thing is really... Just like the flashback episode, the Ray thing here is the only real thing that I'm concerned about.
Yeah, it's like, who is this person that you're talking about?
Well, I guess there's also the element of, I don't know, the thought about Athrun and Shin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, Shin's like, is he not even that good of a fighter? Why is he get to be made a faith officer? If you're actually going to be out there getting shit together.
Yeah.
I don't know. The series felt like it had so much promise at the beginning, especially coming off of being a sequel to the first thing. But
I think the problem is that if they had made a clean break with the first season, right? Have these new characters do this and then keep the other characters in the background, but they want to have Kira, they want to have all these characters plus the new characters. It's becoming a mess.
託すしかなかった。違う結果を見たくなかったから。絶望する心を踏みにじるのは見も知らぬ神か、それとも人の手か。闇の先を知ったとき、その瞳に新たに宿るもの。
She's back. I told you.
Big Zom.
次回、機動戦士ガンダムシードデスティニー。明けない夜。豪華の道、なぎ払え、デストロイ。
I don't really care about the fights. That's what I have to say about that. So the introduction of cool new mobile suit or mobile armor, I'm more interested in the development of the interpersonal dramas, the geopolitical situation, that shit.
But it seems that Stella was the one that was piloting the new mobile armor.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Yeah. So
what is what I say?
So if Chin shows up and destroys that mobile armor, then he ends up killing her.
So he killed Tadaka. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't care. I don't care. I want the questions I have to be answered. They're not introducing more questions. They're introducing more situations. I'm not terribly concerned with the situations, because the situations, one, don't answer the questions. They don't really give rise to any new interesting questions. Like I said, there's one interesting question here is, you're taking orders from that guy again. Who's that guy? Cool, you gave me one new cool question in 24 minutes.
Yeah.
We already guessed what was going to happen in regards to Stella and Shin last episode with just the previews. So,
yeah, but it just feels like it amounts to nothing. It's like, I'm going to have to save her. Yeah, in the next episode, I got to kill her.
Well, I don't think she's going to die in the next episode. I don't think she's going to die in the next episode. She could die at some point. I don't think it's going to be so immediate. Because literally, the threat is, oh no, she's going to die. Send her back there. It would be bad writing to literally kill her in the episode after you save her.
Doesn't stop people from doing it, though.
Yeah, what I'm saying, it's just bad writing. I'm not going to put my I'm not going to put my expectation down for bad writing. Bad writing, if it's the only surprise I get, will be the surprise I get. I'm not going to expect it. The show at least has done well enough over the course of, what episode are we on?
30 episodes.
20, 30? We're on 30? 79 episodes that I still expect good. I mean, not even 79, technically, like 80 something, because we had the 2 OVAs. I'm not going to count the movie. So like 81 episodes, over the course of 81 episodes, has done well enough that I expect that they're, even in the episodes I'm not particularly interested in, are developing a subplot that I will pay off later. Now, it's really testing the limits of that faith so far, in these last couple of episodes, but I still have faith that we're not going to sink too far down. Now,
Faithful at heart.
Now remember that, people. That the person you're going to type the hate comments about is the ones, once again, defending the show and saying it's not too bad. Same people who are already in season 1 in the YouTube comments posting, why are you watching a show you so clearly don't like? Or, to my dismay, they've shed this stuff before. How can you be this far in and not understand anything? I mean, I do understand things. It's a problem. But I'm not going to argue with people in the comment section because it's pointless. I'd rather argue with them here where they have no voice. Which is...
that's how you win arguments. The other person can't talk.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the point, right? That you're going to a video that you clearly don't like to watch it and then post shit negatively about it. My argument is that we're a 2,000 member channel, so that's pretty damn low on the YouTube spectrum. That you're going out of your way to watch. Your options are clearly skip the parts you don't like or turn the video off. Like, I mean, if you don't like the channel, don't watch the channel. We're not here for any reason other than to enjoy ourselves. Why are you here if you don't enjoy it?
Some people enjoy hate watching too, so there's that.
You know, I don't know. Maybe there's an element that I'm putting myself out there. Like, I'm not going to use the word creator because I'm not creating anything. I'm reacting to stuff other people create. That, like, is sort of like a thinly veiled barrier to me posting negative shit on other people's stuff. Because, you know, I don't know if there's ever the possibility of someday working with a person on a thing, but I don't want to be like, oh, I do remember you. You posted that horrible shit on my video one time. So, I don't want to like create like a second identity. I know some people do that they handle their personal business on, and then they do their like business on a regular account. I don't want to do that. So I just don't post shit. So I might have the same negative thoughts most people would post about. I just keep it to myself. There's no reason to put negativity out there for no reason.
Yeah.
Like no one's ever gonna like, you know, I remember that guy when he said that 30 minutes into my video was all bullshit and I could have cut it out. I'm going to listen to that one random negative guy in the comment section. It's never going to happen. If you're going to waste your time and energy, use it on change that you think will affect.
That's the way it goes.
I'm just putting it out there because I'm going to receive the hate. I know it. Apparently you say negative shit, nobody pays attention. I say negative
Nobody
shit.
pays attention to whatever I said. I get lumped with you. It's like, hey, you guys. I'm like, the best I get is say, hey, you guys. That's it.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like, I'll defend a show, and I still get the hate. But then, I get the hate no matter what. So, you insulted everyone's favorite Macross series, and nobody says a word. So, it's
that's
like...
serious. And YouTube hasn't ended yet. I might still get the hate, though.
No, you have gone well into your, I don't get this is dumb. We're into those episodes. We're well into those episodes.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm defending it anymore. So, I mean, I was still with the show throughout the entire run, but I mean, I stopped defending it to your, this is dumb, I don't get it anymore, I wish we hadn't, you know? What else? Like 50 episodes in this run, right? So we're 20 towards the end. I'm not... Here's also a bit of confusion. I don't know what the end game is. Like, if Durandal has a plan, is, like, the moon thing gonna be the plan? But even if that's the case, what is it? The moon can't attack anything.
Crash it against the Earth? I don't know.
No, because the orbit thing was on there, and then it's, like, little points aiming outwards. But it seems like if those are the points, the range of them, it can only attack things in orbit of the moon. Also, we've done super lasers. In this series, I mean, we've done super lasers.
Yeah? Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, season 1, Patrick Zala's big old super weapon that you, shot the fleet with, and then he shot the moon. Then he was going to shoot the Earth, and then he got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done this. I mean, I know it's a tried and true thing. Gundam always has super lasers. It's just what you do. But I just mean, what do you do in a second season? you don't do super lasers again. Now, I guess granted, the change up here is it's going to be the Earth guys doing super lasers, which I guess means that the planets are going to have to fire nukes at them.
I mean, or it could be. I mean, they did also colony drop this season. So.
Well, I mean, not really. I mean, Janus 7 wasn't a colony. It's never been a colony. I mean, it was dead before the first episode started. That was like... Technically, I think that was like the lake, all the water of Janus 7.
I mean, it was substantial enough to kill a lot of people, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not saying. I don't know the sides of Janus 7 compared to the sides in Gundam 79 to even make a comparison there. I think we've covered before in the discussion that it's not, like, close.
True. Anyway. I don't know. I mean, I know what you're saying. You're hoping that the writers won't keep going downhill, but problem is once you start going downhill, it kind of start picking up speed, you know? Once you start going there, I've seen it happen before. They're like, oh, they can pull it up. And it's like, nope, they go faster and faster and faster and faster.
Well, it's gravity, right?
Yeah.
Once you start going downhill for whatever reason, the reasons that you initially started going downhill become easier because we'll say you had a crunch that you weren't able to meet the time on. You submitted the work and they like worked with it and made it whatever it was. And it's like, oh, I can get away with this. That becomes the gravity that brings you down further.
Inertia.
Yeah, it's not that you can't get out of it. It's that you got away with it. Now you keep doing that. Now, you can pull up. We're not saying you can't get out of this.
But
Will they?
It's harder. Yeah.
I mean, I have to assume that they do. They had enough momentum to make a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, you could have been so high up that the drop was far enough that you could have pivoted into a movie.
Yeah, yeah. Or, I mean, also, because if they made a movie, is the movie post what happens here and we finish the story and the movie has its own thing? Or is the movie the ending to the whole thing?
I mean, obviously, I have
in which
no
case,
idea.
That could be it's like, oh, we set it up and it's like, final episode. Watch the movie to see what happens. You're like, oh, god damn you.
Also, just thinking about it now, I think that means we have, 12 weeks of seed content left. 10 weeks of the show, 1 week of the movie, and then 1 week of ranking.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess, I mean, really, we stretched ourselves trying to think of something to talk about for this episode. So I guess that is it for this. So once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions. And we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?